This is big breaking news. There has been multiple shelter-in-place orders that have been issued, and we are also seeing major refineries being taken offline, and hundreds of thousands of barrels per day are being taken off the oil pipeline right now due to this extreme winter weather. And this is still going on in some of the main oil refining parts of the country for at least a few days to a week. This is going to continue, and these major refineries have been taken offline. This is going to affect the energy grid. We could see more rolling blackout warnings. Okay, we could see more warnings to cut your power, to not use your dishwasher, to not use your washer and dryer. All these things, all these alerts have been issued over the past few days. I've been covering them, and this is something that we could see more of as well. We also could see oil prices spike, and we are also seeing major explosions of pesticide facilities, agricultural pesticide facilities, and hazmat crews. We are seeing hazmat leaks and chemical leaks as well around major U.S. cities. All right, so a lot of big news is going on right now, and we're going to hit all these topics. All right, so let's dive into this. We have shelter-in-place orders in multiple different states, and then we also have refineries being shut down, resulting in hundreds of thousands of barrels per day of oil and natural gas being taken offline, going to affect the grid and energy markets. You can see here it says deep freeze hits the U.S. oil industry from North Dakota to Texas. It says a severe winter storm has shut down U.S. Gulf Coast refinery in Texas on Tuesday and triggered malfunctions at others and halved North Dakota oil production as it dumped snow and rain across the broad swath of the nation. All right, and this is ongoing, and this is going to continue for potentially another week in North Dakota, this extreme weather having this barrel production shut down, this oil and natural gas production shut down. You can see here Total Energies in Port Arthur, Texas, resulted in a loss of 238,000 barrels per day after a power plant outage. All right, a plant-wide power outage happened on Tuesday from the frigid temperatures. You can also see here North Dakota's oil production fell by half on Tuesday due to extreme cold weather and operational challenges. It says production has fallen between 600,000 and 650,000 barrels per day, according to the North Dakota Pipeline Authority. All right, so that's a major hit. All right, major hit that is happening to our energy supply right now. You can also see here that Flint Hills Resources in Corpus Christi, Texas, was significantly impacted by cold weather as well, and they produced 343,000 barrels per day as well. All right, so close to 1 million barrels per day are offline right now, and this is a major hit to our grid, to our oil supply, our natural gas, the prices, energy markets, and your gas prices as well. We could see increases of that. That's what's happening right now from this cold weather, and this could continue. Let's dive into this other news of these shelter-in-place orders that are going on right now in multiple parts of the country as well. We are seeing explosions of pesticide facilities and hazmat chemical leaks in major cities as well, right outside major cities. So you can see here that there was a major hazmat leak that happened right outside of Cleveland, Ohio. Right, so Cleveland, Ohio had a hydrochloric acid leak that happened in Medina County, Ohio. And they're saying that it caused evacuations and a hazmat response from this hydrochloric acid leak. And it actually had a runoff into a nearby pond. All right, they're saying that it was at Bleach Tech, the company that it's called. They said it was from a break in the line, and it caused a hydrochloric acid leak outside of Cleveland, Ohio. Right, it's causing evacuation orders, shelter-in-place orders as well, and multiple different fire departments were involved. All right, it's just one of these things where all these accidents, all these fires, all these events are happening, and they're suspicious. And you can see here a shelter-in-place order was issued after a fire and explosion at a pesticide facility in Cobb, Wisconsin. All right. And this was in Iowa County, Wisconsin. And it says even the National Guard civil support team was called for assistance with air monitoring. All right. They're saying that levels were found to be low of this pesticide toxicity. And they also said residents could find trash in their yard from this explosion. And there have been pesticides released into the air in this region as well around Cobb, Wisconsin. Right? So be on alert if you're in this area breathing this stuff in, because we are getting contaminated 24/7 with our food, with our air. And I'm not saying these ones were intentional, but some of these events are intentional. Some of these fires, some of these explosions are intentional, and there's been hit after hit, especially on our agriculture sector, our food sector. There's been hit after hit on this critical supply of farmers and their critical infrastructure. It keeps being hit, it keeps being burnt down. And this is why you also need to be growing your own food as well. You can see here we got a big tray of lettuce. Got a bunch of plants popping up. We got a tray of tomatoes too that we got growing. We got a couple more trays we're going to plant as well to keep our supply going. You want to keep planting trays, especially of things like lettuce, because they have a quick harvest season and you want to be able to replace them in the garden. All right, you need to be getting ready because big things are coming. This is going to be a big year, and we're seeing the warning signs all over the place. All right, and this is your warning sign to start growing your own food, get some stuff growing, even some microgreens in the window seal. All right, these little things will get you the skills that you need in case it hits the fan and you are forced to grow your own food. All right, you need to have these skills. You need to know how to germinate. You need to know how to transplant. You need to know how to produce your own food, grow your own food. All right, you need to know how to take care of baby animals as well. All right, we got a couple chicks over here, a couple baby chicks that we're going as well. We got a new flock of chicks. We got chicks outside, and these are the things you need to be working on. You need to be getting ready for, need to be getting prepped for as things break down in our society. All right, so make sure you're getting prepped, make sure you're getting stocked up, make sure you have your gas tanks filled up. We see hundreds of thousands of barrels per day being taken offline of oil and natural gas. We could see gas prices spike. We could see blackouts from this as well, especially with parts of the country that are not done with this winter. Pretty much the whole country is still under this winter warning. It's extremely cold here as well. And even your animals, need to be thinking about your animals. Have a backup for your animals. These chicks would not survive without their heat lamp. They need their heat lamp. They don't have their feathers. They don't have their little feather jacket that can keep them warm up to negative 20, 30, 40 degrees, all right? But they need their heat lamp. If the power goes out, you need to have contingency plans for this. Even things like having a heater in your car, having the heat blast could keep your chicks alive. That's something I always do whenever we're bringing home new chicks. I keep the heat blasted on them because we got to drive a little ways to get them home. So we keep the heat going on them, right? And having a generator, having a power bank as well is something else that you can do to be prepared for blackouts or power outages. And we could see this especially in the northwest part of the country right now with all this oil production taken offline. All right, so please hit it up for me down there, guys, for me and the chick. All right, we really appreciate that. I appreciate all the support. I saw some of those comments from you guys wishing me congratulations on our new addition to the family. All right, we have a new little one on the way. All right, a little baby on the way, not a baby chick, a real human baby. All right, we got a real one coming on the way. And I really appreciate all the congratulations and everything from you guys as well. All right, and I hope you have big blessings. It's a true blessing for our family. Incredibly grateful. I hope you guys have big blessings for your family as well, because that's what this is about. All right, it's about building these systems, and that's how we win. That's how we're gonna win this, is by having big families, having a bunch of kids, having a big network of people, having a bunch of animals, growing a bunch of food, building your own systems, building your own businesses. That's how we're going to win. That's how we're going to win. Let me put this girl back. She's getting cold. Right. That's how we're going to win, though, is by building our own systems and coming back. That's how we're going to win. Having our own family, having our own farm, having our own homestead, growing our own food. That's how we take back our freedom and our security for ourselves, and we don't even have to be completely reliant on these systems, right? If you're on solar, if you have, even that is reliant on a supply chain, but if you have your own solar, something we are working on, then at least you don't have to worry about that. The barrels per day going offline doesn't really affect you, right? You're at least self-sustainable for your electricity for the next 10, 20 years, depending on how long the batteries last, because even that, you have to replace the batteries every 10, 20 years, depending on what kind of batteries you have and what kind of system you are using and how often you use it, right? So thank you guys so much. Make sure you're getting ready, getting your garden going. It's going to be spring before we know it. It'll be February, then it'll be March, and it'll be spring, and you're going to be wishing you had some transplants, some starts that you transplanted a month or two early. You're going to be wishing you had those ready to go to plant in the ground as soon as the sun starts coming out. Hopefully they allow it to come out and it doesn't continue to be blocked out. And also go check out the video I posted earlier today. I'm posting 2 videos a day. I gave you guys a warning of the new policies that are going into place at places like Walmart and Dollar General. Go check that out. I appreciate that, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.